Hello? Hello? My mic? Hello? Okay, it works now. Hey yo. Hop out at the after party. I don't know if this is gonna be a short stream today. Uh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think it'll depend on how long the Stanley Parable takes to finish. I don't even know what if I'm gonna if it'll be finished. I don't know what the actual ending is. But yeah, I'm not. If I do finish that game early, then I'll see what else I can play. I'm just really not really sure what else to play. Alien, I'm really struggling at, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'll be able to handle that today. Okay. Start game. Oh my god, this again. Time is it? 12:39. No, I did it. Hang on. Okay. This is super important. I'm not. Okay, this is 30 seconds until next minute, whatever. Hang on. Hmm? Clock both times you booted up the game. Was this did this not matter? A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. Actually taking the time to set that. Okay. Well, you're welcome. I don't even... Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen. My favorite time? What's my favorite time? I did make it the time, like, exactly. Well, somewhat exactly. Huh. Pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. I don't know what my favorite time is. Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't say I got an achievement. Maybe I did. I just
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
yeah, I know. We know. Well, I'll just
Stanley
let this
worked
play.
for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Wow.
No one had showed up to give him
Whoa.
instructions, call a meeting, or
Whoa.
even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
I already
isolation.
went deep. I don't know how many
Something
times I
was
went deep.
very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable
I
to
mean, I
move
went
for
deep
the
and the game
longest
literally
time.
broke.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I got an achievement. Welcome back. Okay.
All of his
I'm trying to
co-workers were
remember
gone.
what choices
What
I
could it
made
mean?
yesterday.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Huh. I think I pretty much explored everything on the right door. Did I? No, I didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I didn't. Because that door... The one door he opened.
Yes, truly a room worth
I'm
admiring.
fine.
It had really been worth the detour after all,
Well,
just
did I
to
get
spend
the
a few
rest?
moments
Oh,
here
I'm
in
not
this
sure.
immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I want to
Stanley
sleep at like
simply stood
midnight
here,
and woke up at
drinking
7.
it all in. But
I hope I
eager
got
to
enough
get
rest.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door.
Well,
on
either
his
way, I'm
left.
gonna take a nap after this because of I work at night.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, so down here, I want to test if I can survive that fall from there to the truck. If I die, I die.
Look, Stanley, but in his
Okay,
eagerness
yeah.
to prove that he
Never
is in
mind.
control of the
Not
story
possible.
and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, yeah, that's not possible. What
All of his
next? Door
co-workers
to that
were
left.
gone. What could
Pretty
it
sure I did
mean?
everything past
Stanley
the
decided
cargo.
to go to the meeting room.
the
Perhaps he had
telephone and
simply missed a
everything.
memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
Ugly room.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Now we go.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yeah.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
He doesn't know.
From here, it's, left.
It's not left. He doesn't know. Okay, well, I have nowhere else to go. Never mind. Damn. I can't even go. Oh, yeah, I can't even go back.
Oh, no. No,
Oh
it's
my
to the right
god.
by mistake.
Okay. Aha, aha.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
The hell? What about that? That's just... What kind of door? Okay. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I took a shortcut. No, I didn't.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
I've
Okay,
seen this.
okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this
No.
nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
And this time, suppose we don't wander
God
so
damn
far
it.
off track, Okay, from the top.
Ah. Okay, that was nothing. I think I explored everything on the right side
All
door
of
then.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Oh
Come,
my
Stanley.
god.
Let's find the story.
No. These two are connected. For sure. This is just a regular thing. What is it? Okay, let's take the wrong way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it
Oh.
a shot. Why not?
No, it's gonna get worse. Everything seems fine. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Seems off yet. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Was this always like? Huh. Oh, I'm back.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way.
Oh my god.
And retrace our steps.
And that's different. Oh my god.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Thanks.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
What now?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't feel right about this at all.
Me too.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work
Okay,
for
well,
that
that's
win.
a lie. But...
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Are you serious? Gonna hold
All
my
right,
hand to the...
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I don't think this is gonna help anything. Yeah, it's not open before.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick
Please.
with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on.
You?
That got a bit
What do you
weird
mean?
back there? Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know
Yeah.
what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay, that's a little loud, but I guess we're doing this. Okay, I'm sick of this music already. What the Huh? What the Yeah, what the Am I being lied to? Huh? Where's It's gone. I just go backwards. Guess I'm going backwards.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like 6 big leaves. I think I'll remember that.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Yeah, this is a story. What do you mean, no?
Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh,
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
no. I don't want to restart again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just
Wow.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be
Best
anything.
friends.
What do you want our story to be?
I
Go
don't-
wild. Use your
It's
imagination.
an endless hallway.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again.
God damn it.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It's there. It's not going away. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's actually gone.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Sure. Stanley. Find a 17 minutes?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
TVA from minutes.
Confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight
Eight
times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I
Find the
restart
confusing
again.
ending
Then
schedule.
What? Am I
Restart.
just supposed to forget? What if I don't want to
Forgets about
forget?
restarts.
My mind goes
Let's
blank
have to play the
simply
story.
because it's
Restarts
written
on
here
its
on
own.
this thing, wall.
Attempt to make up
Well,
the story here.
Who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why
Just
don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
No longer in
No,
office.
it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Oh,
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I don't think we did.
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
You tell me.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
Neither.
They're always saying that life is
We're
about
just
the
in this
journey
room.
and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh my god. What's supposed to happen in the next thing?
All of his co-workers were
he
gone.
forgets to
What could it
restart.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Wait.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did we actually fully restart? Alright, nothing seems different now. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hey? Hey? Hey?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
After all, this is just base game stuff, and now there's extra.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Wait a minute.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we...
This happens in one of the...
Should we be moving somewhere?
And the game restarts itself? Oh,
there we
wait,
go.
what? No.
All right, finally,
Never mind.
at long last, it's
I
on
lied.
to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I still don't know if we're doing the confusion ending.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh, nice content. Jump!
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
Jump. Jump! Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't waste it. Right? Can I jump here? I can't jump here. I don't think I should be wasting them all. What? This is nothing? Screw it, I'll waste them. Probably the last time ever we get to jump. Oh. Oh, that's it. This...
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
That's it.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
The first
it's just elevators
ever
and
jump.
jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content.
Wow.
Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Hmm. 11:24. Yeah. Okay.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Twitter.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
You really did.
It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like
Great
always.
time.
What do you say, friend?
You calling me that? Oh. We're not back. We are not back. You didn't reset anything. Say something.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Is this a
I want
ghost?
to show you something.
God damn it. Oh. No.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
That's
Just
not how it
our
works.
little secret.
What
Take a
the?
look.
What the hell?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Okay. Wow. That was
You see,
2013.
Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was
I didn't
before
play
it
the
was sullied
original
with
one.
a cheap re-release?
I didn't play that
Remember
one.
back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Wait, what? The British Academy of Film and Television Arts accorded to Bruce Straley, The Last of Us, in the category. Okay. Good times. The original remake. 2013, I remember. Huh. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. What is this? Oh, that's just straight up National Geographic. Hey? Smile because. Okay. Official soundtrack. $1. Don't play for 5 years. It's impossible to get this achievement. Oh. Stanley Parable Game Innovation. Debut game. Story. New video game releasing today. This was not on a newspaper. Not in the New York Times. 50% off designer app and a small creature. Oh my god. Jesus. Creator surprise. This is a dead guy. Los Angeles. Oh my god. Okay. Let's. I go over. Oh. Little Stanley. Oh.
Je suis dans la mémorisation, c'est sur la des loups.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
Where do you see
Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's
every...
how
there it is.
all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Damn. Top 10 memories. Person of the... Okay. Oh, it's just him. I don't know who that person is. Persona 3, Skyrim, and every video game.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
The bad. None. But why? Why 9? Literally anything. Okay. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Cool bike. Another bike. I feel like this is in another game. I can't even go here. Oh.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh. Steam reviews.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh no.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh God. Oh, recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is
Is he just
obnoxious
calling
and
out someone random
unfunny,
person?
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to
Oh,
be
he-
funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
He's just straight up calling out random people. It doesn't even feel like the same game anymore.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh,
A little.
This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
There kind of is. You can just keep
A
walking.
skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Oh,
Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long,
I should've
rambling
kept-
monologue
oh,
full
damn.
of unnecessary verbal
Oh.
flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever
Okay, let's
made
see.
is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
can they?
I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever
Oh,
it
this
is
is accurate
runs
time.
Steam will instantly run out and implement
No,
a
it's
new
not.
feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with
Okay,
Steam
okay.
altering this
Yeah, this is
particular
enough.
review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game.
Yeah, like,
Let me start
or like
over.
good, just
How
like
about
I
this?
say.
From the ashes of depravity.
Okay.
Rise. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30,
Damn.
45 minutes?
That was like an hour.
Unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
God damn it.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
Yeah, me too.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000... Oh, Stanley.
Holy shit.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already
Kinda
been
scared
doing?
to skip. It's
Me
gonna be like
just
a
talking.
year.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
How much
I stopped
time?
keeping track
A
after
year.
a year. Have you ever
More
sat
than a year.
down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is...
Is he dead? This is scary now. The clock stopped working. So did the fan or whatever that was. Ow.
But they didn't understand.
Oh
the
my
game was
God.
never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Jesus. It's leaking. Holy. Oh. This is a way out? Probably not. No. I think I have to skip again. What the fuck? Oh my god. It feels like it. What the f- Hi. Is it- I think it's broken for good. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. How long was that damn skip button? Huh. Oh, I'm back! Jesus Christ! That was... Holy shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
God damn. What? New content.
Oh good, you noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Yeah, exciting. Yeah, fun. Can't wait. God damn it.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step
Where
even
am I?
further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable.
Dude, why?
Yes, you see,
Is this
isn't this
an
far
announcement?
superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory
This
to
is a
cover with a
sequel.
fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
What is this? Okay. Cool. Just two of us. Two doors. Stanley Parable 2. New content is... Oh, new content part 2 is in. Old and busted. New hotness. Uh, More... What? Two plant. TSP2 logo ID. Oh. Damn. Oh, this one is interesting. I don't know, they kind of went with the most plain one. Two mugs. Two Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Who are the investors? Why is there a button? Oh my.
Here we are. Go on. try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Lie? Not real?
For the
This is a
Stanley
lie.
Parable
This is
2,
a lie.
I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind,
No way my
first
name is
addition
gonna
to the
be in
game is
this.
this button which speaks the name of
It's
the
not gonna
person
work.
playing
It's not
the
gonna work.
game. Isn't that wonderful?
I don't know, they're a little too... I feel like they would have said it by now if it worked. Roll to the perfect button. Too big, too small, just... Okay.
Jim.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say
course.
your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you roleplay as Jim
Roleplay
to really
as Jim.
simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
Okay.
forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Jim.
Holy shit!
Yes! You see!
You said my
what
name!
a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
Whoa.
The button described you! Do it again! Do it again!
Jim.
Oh! Okay.
It hits even harder the
That's enough.
second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm
I
too
was gonna say,
emotionally
like,
drained from
there's
all of
a
this
lot of-
personal validation.
This game was not a lot of space to download. I feel like having every name in existence would kind of be a lot to download. Can I do it again?
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
Hey.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to
Jim,
lose all
Jim,
sense of who
Jim,
you actually
Jim,
are.
Jim.
No. My identity. Such a long way to that button. God.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
You heard Jim in the game. Did I not notice this? Oh, they changed it. Oh my god. The one that says Jim. What is this? Please, no screenshots. I took one. Now I'll take another. New updated ray tracing. Oh my god. Whoa. Ray tracing. New features, new content. Just the right amount of change. The baby is all... What's a baby? Oh, there's so much to do here. Merch. Merch. I can't act. Damn. No, I'd buy this. No, I wouldn't. Would I? I probably would.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical. that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
It's just a placebo. Except it's not really anything, it's just... Okay, yeah, funny.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort,
Yeah,
even
funny.
in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
She laughs so
And in
much.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an
Charisma.
air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thanks.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable
mine now.
2.
I throw it? I can't even throw it, it's just stuck with me.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
It's a
That really should be an award if it isn't
it's a decent
already.
looking bucket. I'll give him that. I would enjoy this bucket if it were in a game like this.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
He's 12
Which
years
would
old.
you go with?
Oh. Stepnies. Get well someday. Who's gonna be sick working at the... Okay. I think 12th birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday, it
Okay.
is.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with...
Yeah, the
No.
one I picked.
No, I've made my
Oh my
decision. We're
God.
moving on.
Is this the jump circle? Hey. No jumps left.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Do I get
It's-
jumps?
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time
Oh.
we saw the jump circle.
Yeah.
Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Damn. Yeah, I shouldn't have wasted them. Achievement. Give me that. Achievement. It just works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Start.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
There's gonna be some.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that,
That
will
will
exist.
exist.
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
Damn.
Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
If I do it enough, it'll work. I guess not. I'm still holding the bucket. I don't know. I can't do anything with it.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
That one? Collectibles. Can you find them? I found one. It's in my hands. Oh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Where am I? I'm lost. Am I even moving forward? Oh, I'm getting close. Oh my god. I have it? I got it! Oh my god. Oh. I found a one.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward.
Yeah,
for it.
that's such a...
Absolutely tragic.
What a pain that is. Infinite hole. Wait, where's the... Ooh. Hey. Oh, screenshot. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's better. Hole, more falling. That's not even it.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
You do
Infinite fall.
Portal.
You can fall
kind of
until
already.
the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I guess. Can I throw the bucket down here? Isn't there one here? Maybe it's... No. Now I'm actually gonna be looking for them. I have a feeling that's the only one in the game that I already collected.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if
Yeah.
I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
Don't get me
you
out.
can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back
I
to
don't
the
think this
top.
is infinite.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated
Yeah.
the infinite
Yeah,
nature of the
sure.
hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
What?
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of
And
the
I
hole.
survived.
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat.
Yeah.
And you're so clever.
Yeah.
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person
Cigarettes.
actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the
Don't
problem.
blame me.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things. we
I didn't say
mean.
anything.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Let's wait a bit. I live there now with my like Oh, my cigarettes. Okay, I think I've had it.
Great.
I
Now,
ran out of
I'm
patience.
very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Whoa.
Did the
Oh.
hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time
Yeah.
in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ruining it.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of
Oh.
my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still
trying.
nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What do you mean?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you
Okay,
could
bye.
ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally
He lost
anything else.
interest. He actually lost
Take
interest.
care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Whoa. Hmm? Oh my god! Some of the bucket. Perception? Oh, okay. Okay. Oi!
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of
What the
dozed
hell
off
just
there,
happened?
drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Toodlepip. Oh, we're doing this again? Whoa. Oh. Is that an ending?
Here we are. Go
Oh,
on.
it
Try out
was.
some of the new features.
I mean, I saw the bucket. Jim. Achievement, infinite hole. Fine, it ended. I got collectible. Exit's blocked off. Let's see. Oh yeah, jump circle. This map. Yeah, it's just free achievement. Button that says the name of the player. Merch. Huh? Settings world champion. Merch. Hmm? Hmm. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Settings world champion. Settings. World champion. No. All I had to do? Settings world champion. What does that mean? Am I thinking too hard about this? I think I am. I'm not sure. I have to mess with the settings maybe? Something? Just do this. No. Hmm. No, I'm not going back there. I'm definitely missing something with this store. Settings. Settings. I'm not sure. Do I dare look this up on the internet to see if it means something? I think I do. I think I do. Sort of the game itself. What? All I have to do is just change it a bunch? I think this is just for an achievement.
Story of a man named Stan. This is the story of a man named Stan.
No, okay, whatever. I don't think that leads to anything. Except for an achievement. How does one get out? I'm stuck here. Exit. Oh! I thought that was the exit. Oops.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
I
Ready
think
to move
so.
on now?
Think so. What is this? Damn. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Not really.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
Yeah.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Gimme. Oh.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
I kind of already played
it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold
Ultra
and
Deluxe.
uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. Oh. This is creepy. No, I don't like this. This is just... Nothing seems different. Except for everything else here. Is the menu just changed forever now?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that
That's
would
just-
forever
yeah.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Did I just activate, like... I don't know if the balloons
All
are
of his
here.
co-workers
Is
were
anything
gone.
really going to be
What
different?
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Because it sure seems like he changed, yeah. Bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
That's blocked? That wasn't blocked before? Yeah, I'm glad the bucket's here.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. No looping.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Hey, remember you? Broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Oh my
You
god.
can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Hey, no, not
I
really.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be.
I want to
Given
see
the
what
pressure
happens.
that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This
Uh,
is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. This is how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
hey.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich
Okay, that's so
emotional
much work.
landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
It's not worth it. The broom closet isn't worth it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to
This
the
is,
boss's
this
office.
is the Stanley Parable too. It's just dialogue including the bucket.
You found one of them.
Hey.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I'm still
You
gonna
can't
find
buy
them.
that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Great. Hey. Oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not
Wait,
an
oh,
indication
okay,
of
God.
any human life.
I thought this was gonna be the
Crushed by
voice.
the weight of
The
this
voice
revelation,
keep
Stanley
happening.
may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
I'm
The
glad.
bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the
Oh.
boss's desk. Nor in his
Where did
bliss
this
of
come
simply
from?
being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Wow, maybe I should try 2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, hey.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This,
I'm already halfway.
There really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
I don't really
Another
like that.
Stanlerine
I don't like
under your
that. That
belt.
doesn't. It's kind of hard to say.
The
I'll give the
elevator
bucket
raced
eventually,
downward,
if I
plummeting
can.
towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Hey.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Am I doing this ending again? I guess I am.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this,
Okay.
and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket
glad
under the
that the-
mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
That is a good question.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Out of nowhere, now the bucket is just this.
No!
Oh.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
Where?
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to
I still
sink in,
can't go here.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Hi. Cruelty Squad. I don't remember how to do this. Console disabled. Am I actually? I don't think I'm actually pushing these. Oh, I am. But one of the buttons is up there. I can't actually get to it. I don't know how to turn it off. It's so dark too. Two. I don't know. Damn. Okay.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
But what if I left it on? If I do off, it'll just the end. See it on.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in
Okay.
and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in
Oh no.
horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh.
Birds. Silly, silly birds.
Silly birds.
The control buttons became active again.
Oh. This one. Oh. Nice.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Are my coworkers
Mind
silly
controls
birds?
were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
These birds
Stanley
are
marveled at
very
the metal
silly.
genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Is that the end? That was the end. Damn it.
All of his co-workers
I need to
were
figure out where
gone.
my coworkers
What
are.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Hmm? Whoa, 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 whoa. Input what? Input what? Input received. Huh. Wait, where's the bucket? Oh, the bucket. Okay, I almost forgot it.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Maybe there's a figurine?
And here it was.
Damn.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
It's not wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Bucket is not wrong. Oh,
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room.
Don't
go
mock
somewhere
him.
else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Don't
go
mock
to the
the
cargo
bucket.
lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
what happened here? I don't remember this.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign
Oh,
right there.
I
It
forgot
says,
about this.
No buckets
No.
past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the
I
bucket
forgot
here?
about this.
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Huh? Oh my god.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
This is a bucket.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a hologram of a bucket.
Oh
not an
my
actual
god,
bucket.
of course. Of course. Yeah, yeah, my bad.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
It looks like a bucket to me. What?
Incorrect. It is a 3D
Oh my-
printed
it's
recreation
a
of
bucket either
not an
way.
actual bucket.
It doesn't have to be metal to be a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Oh my god. It's a bucket. Come on, it has to be like reverse psychology. This one has to be a bucket. God.
Correct. This is a bucket.
That's...
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
He could make up some wacky excuse for this not being a bucket. Or for this being a bucket, I mean. But he couldn't. This could be like some kind of trick question. Double reverse psychology. Okay.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme. I was
Okay.
starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
That's...
Is this a bucket?
Double get me? Reverse psychology? No, I don't know. No! Oh
Incorrect.
my...
This is a
What
bucket.
does he mean it's a bucket? It's not a...
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
It's a bucket. It's a bucket. It's a...
Trick
What?
question. Both. Gotcha.
How did I... That was...
Item...
How
Wait,
many
hold on. I can't
questions?
find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Okay, can you get it? Oh, wait. Can I leave? I don't want to play this anymore. I don't want to play with... Is this a bucket? It's not a bucket. It's nothing.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost
Okay.
all sense of perspective.
Good.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm going to erase
No!
all buckets from the game entirely.
Why?
Okay, here we go. What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything is a
Why did
bucket.
everything
Idiot.
disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all
Oh,
of the
good.
buckets, okay?
Okay, sure.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Back. Okay, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Waiting
Stanley
input.
decided to go
Wait,
to the
it's not
meeting
there
room.
anymore.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Or my... What?
The confusion and
this
the
one.
chaos all
It's
seemed to
gone.
melt away as Stanley embraced
Oh no, it's
the
not
bucket.
gone. It's a different computer now.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Sure. Whoa. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. Synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. You told spotted one. $416. Red room. Didn't I find that? No, I didn't. Thank you, good luck. Okay. Oh! Large room, lots of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Stairs. Isn't that one room where I had to keep jumping off the stairs? Well, looks like 427. Both red and blue. Gotta collect them all. There will be a reward for finding them all. Lies. Huh. Let's see.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a
I don't think I
bucket.
can give the
It
bucket.
belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What is downstairs? Red. I hear thing. I found.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Both
What do you
those
think,
names suck.
Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
I'm looping right
And that's
now.
when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good
Hey,
would come
bucket!
from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
I am floating.
Oh,
I am floating very high.
he
Oh, this is
exclaimed.
weird.
Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it?
Oh,
I
this
must
feels so
find
weird.
it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket. Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come to me, Stanley. Find me. He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Oh
But
my
on this
god.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. and she backflipped all the way to work.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm not even halfway done with this game. I don't know where it ends. I don't know when it ends. The sequel is not paused. Yeah, I think that's enough for today. My brain is fried. This is a fever dream. The goddamn buckets. Man. Alright, yeah. I think this will be the end of the stream. I will be back on not Monday. Friday. I think so. I would stream tomorrow, but I do an overnight shift tonight, so I'd be only getting like 5 hours of sleep if I streamed tomorrow. Damn. Alright, yeah, I will end this now. Yeah, the bucket will be back. I'll come back to this game on Friday. Yeah, goodbye.